Here we are on top of one of the hills of Cappadocia. It's snowing all over. Over there looks,
It's a chimney.
yeah,
It's
this is the chimney.
specially crafted by orang zaman dulu untuk. And it's actually a palace, right?
Yep. No,
Nampak
it's a,
it's icing down here. Kejap lagi dia putih dah ni. Oh, sudutnya.
most probably that side is all white, looks all white. So
Dah fully covered with
it's
snow.
already covered with snow. Yeah.
Okay, let's go down.
Alright.
I'm hungry.
Yep, time for breakfast and then we'll be headed for the tour. One day tour before we head back to Malaysia. Inshallah, we'll meet again. Assalamualaikum. Okay, we are now in the shuttle. Today is our one day tour. Green tour to the underground cities.
Drink
Kuyu. Hello, our friends in the bus. Awish.
The one and only baby.
Yes.
One is very brave baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
So
8,
Karin,
9, 10. So another 14.
Malan, and Faiz. So
Aku.
have to keep him occupied, huh? Alright. So later we wait for our tour guide, Mr. Bayram. And what is your name, sir? Huh? What is your name?
Al-Pastor.
Al-Pastor. Al-Pastor. And hopefully today will be a smooth tour. Inshallah. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
I'm joking. It means the best guide in Turkey. So our driver is Alparslan. He's a very reckless driver. That's why we have to be careful today. And from now on we can pray for this tour. So today we are going to visit lots of places. It means that this tour is going to be tiring for us. First of all, we are going to stop at the Pigeon Valley. We are going to see a very nice valley from there. It's a very nice view and it's a very good point to take pictures over there. I'm gonna give information about that valley when we arrive there. After that, second destination is Selime Monastery. It will take maybe 45 minutes from here to Selime Monastery. After that, we are going to stop Ihlara Valley. We will walk there almost 4 kilometers. 4 kilometers. And I can say that you are lucky today because yesterday the weather was very rainy. But today it looks very good. I think hopefully it will be better than this.
Yeah.
After Ihlara Valley, we are going to have lunch at the end of our walking. We will have lunch over there. It's a very nice restaurant and we will have lunch over there. After lunch, dear guests, we are going to drive half an hour more and we will visit underground city, Derinkuyu underground city. It will take also 1 hour, more or less 1 hour. It means that we are going, our tour is going to be finished around 5:30. And as I mentioned before, this tour will be tiring for us, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned, my name is Bayram. It means festival, not good guy, not best guy, of course. It means festival. I was born during the festival in Turkey. That's why my family gave this name to me. Yes. So, dear guests, we are gonna stop in a minute to see the Pigeon Valley. By the way, we are staying in Göreme village. The name of the village is Göreme. Göreme means obscure or invisible. Because Göreme is located the lowest part of the region. That's why the name of the town is Göreme. Now we are getting off here and I will give information about this village, this valley, and then I will give free time to take pictures. And then we are going to meet in the car. Okay, please follow me now. Come here all together.
Oh no!
You know that ladies first. The gentlemen.
Yeah, we are gentlemen. Yes.
Who's a volunteer to jump from here? Yes, I need a one. Okay, dear guests, the name of the valley is Pigeon Valley. Why does it called as Pigeon Valley? If you look at the valley, we will see lots of pigeons in the valley. That's why it is called as Pigeon Valley. And if you look at the ferry chimneys, you are gonna see lots of rooms and windows. Some of them are houses, some of them are homes for pigeons. So in the past, in the former times, dear guests, the pigeons were very important for people. Why? There are two reasons for this. One of them is for droppings of pigeon. They were using the droppings of pigeon as fertilizer. And we know that, and we believe that even today we are using the droppings of pigeon as for fertilizer because it is good for agriculture. And second reason, everyone has cell phone or phone now. For what? Not for playing game, of course, for communication. At those times, in the past, the people were using pigeons for communication. So they were writing their notes, and then they were tying up to the foot of the pigeons, and then they were sending their message to another man, another place. That's why the pigeons were very important for people at those times, dear guests. And we can see lots of ferry chimneys over here. These ferry chimneys are conical. There are two types of ferry chimneys in the region, in this region. So one of them is right here, conical. There is no cap, there is no head at the top of the chimney. But if you have joined the Red Tour, did you join so far? No. If you join, you are gonna see also the second ferry chimneys. It is with head, it's with cap. It is mushroom ferry chimneys, we call like that, because there's a cap at the top of the chimneys. So dear guys, this is Pigeon Valley. At the end of our tour, we are at the middle. We are at the middle of this valley. After our tour, I'm going to stop you at the beginning of this valley, and we are gonna see again this valley, dear guests. And if you look at this side, you are going to see small town. That is the Göreme town. As you see, it is located very lower part. That's why it is called Göreme. It means obscure or invisible. And if you look at that side, you are going to see a mountain. The top of the mountain is so flat, right? That's why we call that mountain as Table Mountain. It looks like table, because of the geographic forming of the region. Okay, dear guests, from now on, you have 10 minutes to take pictures, and then we are going to meet in the car. Okay. Please check your times. Please check your times. You have only 10 minutes. We are going to drive for more or less 45-50 minutes. It depends on the weather conditions, of course. So on the way, I'm gonna give information about Turkey, about the history of the region, of course. But before that, I want to know you, who you are. I wonder about this. For example, I am from. Do you have an idea where I am from?
Turkey.
No, wrong. You're definitely wrong.
Jeremy?
No, you're. Say China. Welcome to Turkey. And Lithuania. Okay, welcome Turkey. Welcome Turkey. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you one by one to spend your whole day in Turkey. And everyone says to each other merhaba in Turkey. And also, I am from Turkey, at the south part of Turkey, Adana. Adana is one of the provinces. Adana kebab is so delicious one. And I have been doing this job for 2 years. 3 years ago, I graduated from the university. My department, at the university, I studied history and tourism. And I studied 6 years for this job. I said, normally my university was 5 years, but I couldn't pass some of the exams. Unfortunately, I was lazy. So, unfortunately, I studied 6 years, but I didn't tell this my family, of course. If I tell, they could kill me. They asked me, what are you doing there? You must have completed your study. My family, my father and my mother, I'm working here because I was working at the same time. I was studying and I was working over there. So my family lives in Adana still, but I live here in this area, dear guest. So now I'm going to give information about Turkey. This is the map of Turkey, ladies and gentlemen. So as you see, Turkey, the land of Turkey, is surrounded by the sea on 3 sides. That's why we can say that the land of Turkey is a peninsula, like a peninsula. So this is the Black Sea on the north side of Turkey. This is the Mediterranean Sea at the south part of Turkey, and this is the Aegean Sea at the west part of Turkey. But there is no sea here. We have neighbors over here: Iran, Iraq, Syria, Azerbaijan, Armenia. We have some neighbors over here, and Syria is right here. And this is the Mediterranean Sea, Aegean Sea, and Black Sea. And we have 81 provinces in Turkey. Provinces. For example, Nevşehir, one of the provinces of Turkey, Kayseri, Istanbul. These are provinces in Turkey, but our capital city is Ankara. Well done. Ankara, it is right here. It is almost located in the middle of Turkey. Ankara is the capital of Turkey, ladies and gentlemen. Because of the geographic condition of Turkey, in the past, many different civilizations captured. They ruled this land because it is located in a very good point for traders, especially for traders. And we know that legendary Silk Road is coming to Turkey. It's passing through Turkey land. It comes from China, and it is ended in Turkey. Dear guys, that's why there are lots of reasons to capture Turkey in the past. That's why wherever you go today in Turkey, you can see lots of ancient cities from the thousands of years ago. Today we are going to see a few of them. For example, Derinkuyu, underground city. It dates back to maybe 5 million years ago. It goes to 5 million years ago. we can say like this. And dear guests, the biggest city of Turkey is Istanbul. Istanbul is the biggest city of Turkey, and the population of Istanbul is around 15 million. It is a very big city, and also it is a very complicated city. So the old name of the Istanbul, as you know, Constantinopolis, the city of Constantine. Yes, until 1923. Sorry, until 1453, it was ruled by the Byzantine Empire. But after this date, it was captured by the Ottomans. Yes, Ottomans. Constantinople became Istanbul. And your guess, second biggest city of Turkey is Ankara. Ankara is right here. It is also capital city, as I mentioned before. More or less 5 million people live in Ankara today. 5 million. An ancient name of the Ankara was Angora. Angora. It was a Roman city, we can say. But today, if you go to Ankara, you can see a little ancient ruins from the Roman period. But the modern city were built at the top of the ancient city. That's why we can't see so much ruins over there. And third biggest city of Turkey, Izmir. Have you been to Aegean part of Turkey?
No.
Like Ephesus, like Pamukkale? No. So that is so close to, sorry? Kuşadası, yes. I was living there also. Izmir is third biggest city of Turkey. the population of Izmir is more or less 3.5 million. 3.5 million, ladies and gentlemen. Ancient name of the Izmir was Smyrna. Smyrna was an ancient city like Ephesus, like Pergamum, like Hierapolis, like Laodicea. There are lots of ancient cities in the Egypt part of Turkey. One of them was Smyrna, but today we call as Izmir. And fourth biggest city of Turkey is my hometown, Adana. Yes, it is located right here, Adana. At the south part, Adana. The population is more or less 2 million. 2 million, the population of Adana, ladies and gentlemen. And each province has different famous thing in Turkey. For example, if you say Izmir, if you say to us Izmir, we can tell you beautiful girls. Because Izmir is very famous for its beautiful girls. Because most of the models are from Izmir in Turkey. Yes. That's why the population of Izmir from different parts, from European countries as well. But they are Turkish. In the past they came from the European countries, like Bulgarian, like Greeks, but they are Turkish people now. That's why the population of Izmir is different a little bit, not like me. And dear guest, for example, Adana. It is my hometown. If you say Adana, we can tell you handsome boys. Yes, handsome boys is famous in Adana, so you can see just one of them in front of you. So if you do like this, look at me please. Like Brad Pitt, but he's a little bit. I'm darker than him, I know, but my face looks him. It was a joke, of course. Adana, if you say Adana, we can tell you Adana kebab. Also, we have Turkish kebab, but Adana kebab is a little bit spicier than the Turkish kebab. Okay, every province has different famous things, dear guests. For example, if you say Kayseri, we can tell you the merchants. And in Kayseri, they are very good sellers. They are very good traders. People in Kayseri, dear guest. And there are lots of things like this. So we have 7 regions in Turkey. Because of the Mediterranean Sea, we call this region as Mediterranean part of Turkey. Because of the Aegean Sea on the west, we call this region as Aegean part of Turkey. And Black Sea region. And this is eastern part of Turkey. This is Marmara Sea. There's a Marmara Sea over here, small one. This is Marmara region, and central part of Turkey. We are now in the central part of Turkey, and southeast part of Turkey. We have 7 regions in Turkey. We are in the central place of Turkey. We can say, dear guest, İç Anadolu. It means central part of Turkey. And we call our country as Turkey. It is Turkish name, Turkey. But in the past, it was called as Anadolu. Anadolu means full of fathers. Full of mothers. That's why it was called Anadolu. But after 1923, we started to call this country as Turkey. Because in 1923, Turkish Republic was founded by Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. Do you know him? Atatürk. Did you see him before?
No.
In your dream?
No.
Or in your life?
No.
Yes, there's an airport in the name of him also. There are lots of places were built in the name of him in Turkey. And wherever you go, you can see his statue in the cities, dear guest. And his tomb is in Ankara. He has very monumental tomb in Turkey. Okay, dear guest, I have a question. I have a question to you. I'm sorry. I'm going to show him. As you see, even Atatürk doesn't look at you. He looks to this direction. But if you have 20 lira, please be careful. Look at careful. If you have 20 lira, he doesn't look at you, but he a little bit turned to you, like this. 5 lira was like this, but 20 lira like this. Did you notice this? Did you notice? But dear guest, if you have 100 lira, it means that you are very rich. And even Atatürk looks at your eyes. Look at this. Look at this. He looks at your eyes. This is reality, dear guest, in the world. So thank you very much for this. Look, this is yours. This is yours, madam.
Snowing.
20 yours.
MashaAllah.
Okay. Thank you very much for your attention, dear guest. So Atatürk, he was a very important leader for us. He's the founder of Turkish Republic. But if you ask me, does everyone love thousands years ago Hittite Empire? And in Cappadoccia region, we have lots of marks from the Hittite period. For example, we are going to visit underground city. The first floor of the city was built by the Hittite period, by the Hittites Empire. That's why we can see their rules, their ruins from the 5,000 years ago. After that, the Phrygians. After them, the Persians. The Persians came to Anatolia from today Iran. Today called Iran, but in the past it was called Persia. So they came to land of Turkey and they captured. And also Lydian, before the Persians, the Lydian came here. It is another civilization. They came here, and then after them the Persians came here and they captured. After the Persians, Alexander the Great. Have you heard about his name? Alexander,
yes.
Of course. He came to Turkey, he came to Anatolia from Macedonia around 3rd century BC. And he captured all Anatolia. And he moved from here to Egypt and other parts of the world for invasions. And this area, this land, was controlled by his general. He had lots of generals, commanders. The city was forbidden by the Roman Emperor, Roman time. But after 4th century AD, Roman Empire, Christianity, became official religion of the Roman Empire after 4th century AD. And also, during this time, during the 4th century AD, the Roman Empire was separated into two parts, east part and west part. This is, here, Turkey is the east part of Turkey. East part of Roman Empire, and east part of the Roman Empire was called Byzantine. Yes, Byzantine Empire was controlled after 4th century until 11th century AD. What happened after 11th century AD? The Seljuks. The Seljuk Turks came to Anatolia, dear guest, and they were Turkish people. They controlled here until 13th century AD. After 13th century AD, Ottoman Empire was founded by Osman. Osman was the name of the founder of Ottoman Empire. That's why the name of the empire was Ottoman. Ottoman means Osman. Yes.
Osmania.
Osmania. Also, there's a province in Turkey in the name of Osmania. And also, dear guests, after 1923, Turkish Republic was founded. This is whole story of Turkey. And as I mentioned before, we are in the central part of Turkey, and we have in the past 5 million years ago, we had lots of volcanic mountains in the area. One of them is Erciyes. In the past, it was called as Argios mountain. It is the second biggest, it is the second highest mountain of Turkey, Argios or Erciyes. It's about 4 kilometers elevation. the elevation of the mountain is about 4 kilometers. It's the second biggest, highest mountain of Turkey. It's a volcanic. It was a volcanic mountain, but 5 years ago it stopped. Today we don't have any volcanic mountain in Turkey, of course. The other volcanic mountain was Hasan Mountain. Hasan. It's about 2 kilometers height. Hasan Mountain. It's also a volcanic one, but 5 million years ago it was. And dear guests, this volcanic mountain, please try to imagine if there's a volcano, the first of all the ash was coming out, and on the sky was full of ash of the volcano, and then this ash from the volcanic mountains covered this area, and then the lava of the mountain, lava of the volcano covered the ash, and this formation happened many times, and the layers formed like this. And the lava is the hard part of the soil, we can say, like basalt. But the ash is tufa. That's why we can see lots of fairy chimneys which had cap. At the top of the fairy chimney there's a cap. That's the basalt section. But the under the basalt there is a tufa. It's so soft. During the rain, during the wind, this soft part was eroded by the water, was eroded by the centuries. And then that's why we can see this Cappadocia region is full of fairy chimneys because of the volcanic mountains, dear guest. So Cappadocia, the name of the region, it is not the name of the place. It is very large area, Cappadocia, and the name of the Cappadocia comes from the Persians. At those time, Cappadocia was Cappadoccia. It's a Persian name, Cappadoccia. It means the land of beautiful horses. It's the land of beautiful ladies. The first one was true. It was the land of beautiful horses. Even today, people are raising up horses in the region because of that name, dear guests. This is the history of Cappadocia, ladies and gentlemen, and more or less 15.
Okay, we are now at the Salime Cathedral, where we will be climbing up very steep hill. I think we're headed to the cathedral.
Please wish me well.
Inshallah. Bismillah. I think that'll be all from my video. If I can record, I record while I climb.
Or you can record my back.
Ah, no.
Climbing
5 minutes. Ayo, ayo. Laju. Cergas. Aduh. Ali, no. Go ahead.
Kurang berat nak naik. Sebaik baby tak naik.
Caravan route. Okay, go. Okay, bro, make it mark. Our journey in the caravan route. Where is Bayram? Hey, Bayram. Ah, dah sampai dah. Alhamdulillah. Where are they? Oh, there. Wow. Subhanallah. Oh, up there. Okay. One more.
For you, this is just small part of the tour. And the most difficult part of tour is waiting still for us. In the valley and in the underground city. This is just small exercise for us. We are preparing ourselves for that places. Okay. So this is Selime Monastery. Selime Monastery. It is the biggest monastery in this region. It was built, according to history books, it was built around 2nd century AD by the Christians. But we don't know the original name of this monastery because the name of the monastery comes from that monumental tomb. If you look at down, you are gonna see a conical formation, a conical building over there. It's a tomb, the tomb of Sultan Selime. It dates back to 13th century AD. It was one of the sultans of Seljuk Empire. After he passed away, he was buried there. So the name of the monastery comes from this tomb. But we don't exactly the original name of the this monastery, dear guest. This place was used by the Christians, dear guest, to hide because the Romans were killing them. They were hiding from the persecution of the Romans, and then they were practiced. They will, dear guest. After the Seljuk period, the Ottomans they used this place also as a castle, dear guest. And if you look at the upper side, we can see 3 windows. That's the watchtower. Watchtower, yes, watchtower. It was built by the Ottoman period, Ottoman Empire, dear guest. And also there's another watchtower over here. But today, we know as it was a door, it was a room, but it was also watchtower before that place. And dear guests, the Christians, they were practiced their religion, and then we know that after Jesus Christ was crucified in Jerusalem, his apostles or his disciples came to this area, Anatolia, to spread out the Christianity. And some of them came here, they were hiding here because there was a missionary school inside. It is called as cathedral, but it is not true because
I can email you the video.
It must be bigger than this
Really?
place.
Yeah.
It must be bigger than this place.
Give your
We know that
information.
this is a missionary school over here.
And write it down.
Of course, at those times they painted the walls
Right
by
now.
frescoes. But today we can't see any one of them. But there is a church
Okay.
over there. If you go to the church, you are going to see a little frescoes from that time, you guess. And this church, there's frescoes over there you are going to see inside, dates back to 9th and 11th centuries AD. So, and also on the left side, there is a kitchen over there, and there is a tandoori or oven inside, and you can understand when you look at the walls, it is full of smoke. So we can understand that there was a kitchen over there, and you can see some holes over there on the wall. You see, those are for pigeons. Those are for pigeons, dear guest. And over there is a missionary school. It is written there, the cathedral, but it was missionary school. And then there is a way to go to church. On the left side there is a church, and you can see some frescoes inside, but mostly it was covered by the smoke, dear guest. And then you can see also over there, cathedral. No, this was the cathedral and missionary school, and monastery and chapel. This one is chapel. You know chapel?
Chapel, yeah.
You know chapel. They were worshipping, they were praying over there. This is monastery, dear guest. It is called Selime Monastery. It is the biggest one. It was the biggest monastery in the region. And we know that the Christians, they made rites loudly Christianity, after Selçuks came here, they start to use this place as a hiding place again. During the invasions, they were hiding over here. We passed through tunnels. It was very hard. Why? Because they were carrying their camels or horses to this place, until this place. That's why they built high tunnels in the monastery, dear guests. And during the Ottoman time also they used the same purpose also. Today it's like a museum, open air museum. So you can go up now, you can see each rooms and you can take pictures inside. And we are going to meet at the parking lot. Let me show you our parking lot. You can see two boats over there. We are going to meet there. What time? 20 minutes later. It is now 25 to 12. 5 to 12. Okay, 5 to 12. We are going to meet at the parking lot. Okay, please be careful. Enjoy your time. Start to walk. This is one of the biggest part of the tour, we can say. We will walk there about 1 hour. At the end of the walking, we are going to have lunch. So what we have at the restaurant, we have 5 options. One of them is chicken kebab with rice or couscous. You know couscous? And other one is chicken. There is some vegetables inside like pepper, tomatoes, and with couscous. And there is fish. There is fish without bone. And there is vegetable food also with rice again. And also there's a beef. These are options. If you want, you can choose one of them. And then they are going to offer us lentil soup. And they are going to offer us some kind of cheese and with butter. So this is our lunch today, dear guests. It is very delicious. I'm sure that you will like it. And also drinks are extra. Drinks are tips extra. It depends on you. There is no obligation for drinks and for other things. Okay, this is our lunch time, dear guests, after walking. By the way, we visited Selima Monastery. Did you like that place?
Yes.
It is very interesting, right? So the Christians were living there before Ottoman, before Selçuks. But also after Selçuks came here, the Christians were still here. Because Selçuks and Ottomans, they had great tolerance for Christians. Even today, we have lots of Christians in Turkey. Of course, as I mentioned before, this is secular Islamic country. 98% of our population are Muslim, but also we have Christians and Jewish people as well. And also we have non-believers and atheists as well in Turkey. But I am Muslim, dear guest. We go to 5 times. We go to the mosque 5 times in a day. As for Christians or other religion, I'm telling this. And 5 times a day. The first one is in the morning. The second one midday. Now. And third one is afternoon. Last one, fourth one is after sunset. The last one is around 7:30. But these times are changing every day. 1 minute, 2 minutes, it's changing. So for example, the second one is the midday, around now, 12 o'clock. But it doesn't mean that you have to pray now. Of course, you had better pray now. But if you are busy, you can pray later on as well, till third one. But you have to pray during this time. Otherwise, if you are so busy, if you have very important reason, you can pray tomorrow or other days. You can pray, but the timing is so important in our religion, in our praying, dear guest. And if you look at around on the way, you will see lots of rocks too, or ranks mountain, and you will see lots of holes on them. Those are houses. Some of them are houses. Some of them are storage, because in this area we have lots of storage. We have lots of rooms for storage, because we growing up potatoes, we growing up grapes, we growing up lemon in other part of Turkey, but they are storing them in those storage for winter, for another time. Because underground you can keep any food underground for a long time in these rocks because of the special rocks. These are special rocks, dear guests. And some of them are churches. You can see lots of thousands of churches in this area. We can say that this place, this region is the heart of Christianity. I mean, early times of Christians. I'm talking about this. Because they were living here, they were hiding here from the persecution of Romans. Because we know that the Romans were pagans. And also, there were also Jewish people as well. But especially they were pagans, and they didn't accept Christianity at first. And they killed many Christians. They killed many Christians, unfortunately. But later on, they became Christian as well. They accepted Christianity as official religion after 4th century AD. So also after 4th century AD, of course, the Christians were free. They were free, but they were again hiding in those monasteries during the invasions. Why? Because about 7th century, 8th century AD, the Arabs and also Persians, they attacked to land of Anatolia. They attacked this region again, and they were hiding during these invasions in those monasteries, in those caves, dear guest. Because there is no any water, lake or some sea over here. That's why there is no any kind of humidity rate in this area. It's so dry and hot.
Do you have earthquakes?
Earthquakes, yes, but for example, 3 years ago we had an earthquake in the eastern part of Turkey. The name of the province was One, the name of the province. It was 7.2. About 1,000 people passed away during that earthquake. But no, after that one, we didn't have any earthquake so far. Hopefully, we will not have. But in the past, especially during the Roman time, they had many big earthquakes, but those earthquakes were bigger than today's. I mean, for example, today we have the biggest one, about 8, maximum 8. But at those time, they had 12. They had 10, bigger than 10. So you can imagine. And also today, the time of the earthquakes are so short. But at those times, we know that we are reading from the historian books, and those times all night they had one earthquake, for example, all night, especially in Ephesus. Have you been to Ephesus? Or did you hear about Ephesus? It's an ancient city. It is one of the biggest cities in Turkey from the Roman time. In Ephesus, thousands of people passed away about 2nd century AD because of the earthquake. It was the biggest earthquake in the history in this land. You guess, 2nd century AD. Of course, after this, they had many earthquakes because Turkey is located on the earthquake zone, third geological period. So close Turkey.
I work in this Saturday.
Really? You were working there also? At the hotel. Also, I worked there in Kuşadası. For 5 years, I worked there.
We are now at Ilhara Valley. Nurul, we are at Ilhara Valley.
For Ihlara Valley. Ihlara, it is the biggest, it is the longest valley in Turkey, we can say. So it is about 14 kilometers. But today we are going to see only 4 kilometers of them. So it comes, I mean, the water, there's a stream over here, we are going to see there. The name of the stream is Melendez. Melendez stream. So it is also 14 kilometers and it flows to the salt lake in the middle of Turkey, we can say. So this is also part of the volcanic area. That's why we can see this big canyon over here. And also during the Christianity, the early time of the Christianity, the Christians were hiding here from the persecution of Roman Empire. So it is known that there are hundreds churches in this valley, but we will see only one of them. We will see only one of them because we don't have time to see all of them. And if you join to Red Tour, you are going to see the best churches over there in the open air, Göreme Open Air Museum. Okay, please follow me. I will take you to our point now. So we are going to walk down by stairs, and there is about 352 steps over here. If you don't believe me, you can count. But it is made of wooden. It's made of wooden. That's why it is wet now because of the weather conditions. It can be slippery. Please be careful. Some part of the stairs a little bit steep. That's why you must be careful. Okay, as I mentioned before, we are here. We are going to walk down, and we will walk to this until this place, this point. After this point, we are going to have lunch over there. This is Ihlara Valley. The meaning Ihlara is water. I mean hot water. But the weather is cold now, unfortunately. This name comes from the hot water, Ihlara Valley. It is the biggest valley, canyon in Turkey, dear guests, because of the volcanic area.
We are starting our 4-kilometer journey. There is 352 steps according to Bayram.
Look, it's a snow.
Yes, no, Nuha, Awash.
Nice. Look. Do you want to make a snowman?
Yes, we will try and make a snowman. So this is Ilhara Valley. Ilhara Valley. It's white on top, but all those cave-like structures below. Nurul, go there.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to go there.
I want to take your picture. Picture.
There are churches over here, but we are going to see just one of them.
One only.
The church is right here on the right side. So the name of the church is Ağaç Altı. It is written over there. It means under tree. There was a tree over there, as you see. That's why it is called Ağaç Altı. But original name is Daniel Pantanosta Church. It is written over there. So after 4th century AD, they built many churches in this area, in this region, because Christianity became official religion. And they carved the rocks, and then they built the church into the rocks. And they painted, after they built the church, they painted the walls of the church, and they used two different techniques to paint walls of the church. And one of them is directly to the wall. I mean, after carve the rock, they painted, and they used some different dyes, I guess. And most common dye is green, red, and gray. These are the common colors in the churches, I guess. And the second one is after plaster. After they have completed the carving, and then they plastered wall, and then they painted. So also there are two techniques. So there are two different techniques in after plaster, because one of them is when the plaster was wet. The other one is when the plaster dry. And this is another technique also. So these painting, I mean these scenes from the Bible, especially from the New and Old Testament, you guess, from the Bible and the life of Jesus. And now we are going to see one of the painting system inside after plaster, because you are going to see white color under the frescoes over there. And these scenes are not so visible because it was destroyed, we can say, and it is not in good condition, we can say like this, ladies and gentlemen. So you will see some scenes over there. On the left side, for example, you will see Annunciation. You will see the flight into Egypt, for example, and you will see the Assumption of Mother Mary inside, and the main dome, and you will see the Pantocrator Jesus Christ over there. But these are not in good conditions. Maybe you can't notice easily, but this is just one of them. And as I mentioned before, hundreds of churches were built in this valley. And the best example of the paintings you can see in Göreme museums, dear guests, especially Dark Church. Dark Church means karanlık. Dark means karanlık. It is very good condition. If you go there, please visit Dark Church of Göreme Open Air Museum. Now you can get inside. You have 5 minutes, and we are going to meet at the lower part, lower section over here. 5 minutes later. So you will see all of them, and you will see lots of trees like this. These are all willow trees and poplar trees you will see as well. Okay, are we ready? How many years?
Sorry again?
Yes, I tried, and I found a wife. Found a wife. Single ladies, but I tried it first, and then I'm telling you. You are single? No, I'm not. You need second husband?
Kau kena datang lagi lah. Ha? Bawa bini kau. Hello.
And more or less 1 hour we will stay in the Derinkuyu underground city. Of course, that city is very cold. I mean, it is because it is underground. That's why it is very cold. You should need to wear your clothes. Your guest.
Bismillah.
Because we are going to walk down almost 50-55 meters.
Wow.
And also we are going to walk under the very narrow and lower tunnels. That's why we are going to be tired again over there. So that's why you will need rest a little bit. You know, after lunch or after dinner, how do we feel ourselves? Sleepy.
Sleepy, yeah.
So you have a chance to do this for half an hour. And then I will give information about the Derinkuyu underground city when we arrive there.
Alright. Sambil baca handphone. have arrived in Derinkuyu underground city. According to Bayram, we are going 8 floors down. It's gonna be very cold, so be prepared.
I am.
Let's go. Ayo kita.
Also for asthma, it can be dangerous, but otherwise everything's okay. Now we are going to walk down about 50-55 meters, and you will see almost every floors in the Grand City. And I'm going to explain inside about the underground city, dear guests. So the name of the city is Derinkuyu. The name of this underground city is Derinkuyu. Derinkuyu means deep well. Deep well, because we are going to see very deepest well in the region, in the underground city. That's why the name of the underground city comes from that well. It is deepest well in the region, and this underground city is the biggest one. We know that there are 36 underground cities in the region, and this is the biggest one. Originally, it has 12 floors, but today only 8 of them are open to visitors. And this underground city was found around 1967 by coincidence, dear guests. And after that time, it is open to visitors, dear guests. So this underground city was built, the first floor especially was built during the Hittite periods. 5,000 years ago, I'm talking about. But the other parts of the city was built by the Christians, about 2nd century, 3rd century, 4th century AD. Also, this is another hiding place for Christians from the persecutions of Romans. Of course, after Christianity was accepted as a religion, they were using this place for refuge or shelter during the invasions. Now, I would like to invite you, and we will see any part of the underground city. Please follow me.
All right. Let's go. Depan sikit kan. Boleh cerita. Derinkuyu underground city.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to hell. From now on, we are in hell already. By the way, please be careful, because as you see, there are lots of different tunnels and you can confuse. That's why you have to follow the group. And dear guests, we are at the first floor of this underground city. So this city, this first floor was used as a kitchen. How can we understand this? Black fumes. You are right. Also, how can we understand? Because it is written there. This is the first floor of the underground city. It was used as a kitchen, as a storage rooms, and also it was used as a barn for animals. Why? Because it was so easy to take inside during the invasion, and it was so easy to take them out after invasion. That's why they were using this place as a barn and storage places and kitchens. And also, yes, also this is one of the tandoori or oven, we can say, and they were cooking their meals over here. But usually they were using this place, this firing place, at night. Why?
To heat it up.
No. For example, they were cooking or whatever they need, they were using these ovens to boil water or to cook meals, but they were doing this usually at night.
Because the smoke will be seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over the
Because there's a chimneys over here. There are lots of chimneys you can see. There's another one over there, but that one is blocked, I think. But this one is open. And if the enemy see the smoke here, they can find here easily. That's why they usually set fire the oven at night. And also, before excavate this underground city, they have to make search. Why? Because as we know, this region is so cold in winter time, and at this floor, first floor, the temperature is around 14, even in summer and winter. It doesn't matter. But if you go down, you will feel this. It is colder than this place. That's why they have to choose east side and south and west. If you choose a hill, a rock building, from the north side, it can be colder than this. That's why this is another important thing before excavating this underground city. And also, dear guests, as you see, we are at the first floor, and this floor was built disorganized plan, as you see. There is no any plan here. They dig this area, and also this is the oldest part of the underground city. It goes back to the Hittite period. Okay, this is the first floor. Please, this way. First floor of underground city. And this is another place over here. Please come closer. Please come closer. This is the place for... I was planning to do that, but you did before me. Like Koreans. One more.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. And this is the hole for wine. They were doing the wine over here. So this is a refuge for them. This is a shelter for people. But why did they need to make wine in their shelter or in their refuge? Why? There are lots of reasons for this, dear guest. The one of them is to keep warm themselves. I'm Muslim. I don't drink alcohol or wine. But I know that if you drink wine, it warms you. Am I right? That's because of this, they were making wine over here, and there was another section, but as you see, it was blocked, the wall, and there was a hole over there. They was making the wine, and the wine was flowing here to the pottery. There was a pottery over here, you can imagine. And the second one is to have fun. Of course, because they were here, maybe they were staying here for 10 minutes, for 15 minutes. They couldn't go outside to make party, but they were drinking here and they were enjoying here as well. And also, they were Christians. They were Christians. We know that the wine is the blood of Jesus, and the bread is the body of Jesus. We know this, and they were using the wine during the religious ceremonies. That's why they were making wines in this underground city, ladies and gentlemen. So you can ask me about the heating system, and you can ask me about the lighting system as well. So of course these are not original, and they were using candles. You are going to see on the way to dawn, you are going to see some holes on the wall, and they were putting candles over there. Then they were candles. Sorry.
Oil candles?
Yes, oil candles. Yes, madam. Oil candles. And also heating system, there was no any heating system in the underground city. So you can imagine, the capacity of this underground city is about 4,000. And if there is 4,000 people here, they can warm themselves each other. Because of breath.
The heat.
How do you say breath? Yes. And also animals. They were using this part as a barn or a stable for animals. So if there is animal, also they can warm us as well. And also they were using the leather, the skin of the animals, and they were lying them and they were sleeping on them. So this is another option to heat themselves, because there was no any heating system. And dear guest, this is the biggest one. Now we will walk to third floor of the underground city. We can't see the second floor because today we are going to see only 10% of the underground city. 90% is unfortunately not open to visitors. But even 10% is impressive, you guessed. And as you see, there are lots of tunnels. Why did they build lots of tunnels over here? Because you can imagine, if the enemy notices you are hiding here, they can kill you easily. That's why, to escape from them, they built many tunnels to confuse their mind. And now we are going to see lots of tunnels, very lower and very narrow, and only one person can pass from those tunnels. Because of this, they built like that. Because of the escape from the enemies. Okay.
Wow.
And also you can see lots of holes, like for storage or food.
Where do we go?
I think he's over there.
And also some of them are connection tunnels. Because between the sections, they built the tunnels to make communication, like phone. At those times they were technology, but they were using these tunnels to make communication to each other. Okay. Please come here. We are at the 3rd floor. This is the 3rd floor of underground city, my dear guest. Is going to another underground city. It is the 2nd biggest underground city in the region. It is Kaymaklı.
Oh.
But this is only legendary. I mean legend. We are not sure because it can be another part of this underground city. Because as I mentioned before, this is only 10% of the city. But according to legend, there is a tunnel over here. It goes to the another city. It is Kaymaklı. It is the 2nd biggest city of underground city of the region. Dear guest.
Why not go in there to find out?
Sorry? No one. If you want to be first, you can. Where are you from?
Korea.
Korea.
How come people don't go there to find out?
I mean, they didn't. I mean, today no one tried to do this.
Okay.
But
Is there a reason?
sorry, sir.
Is there a reason why?
I mean, because there are lots of sections. I mean, when you go there, you will see lots of parts, lots of sections or tunnels.
Yeah.
You can confuse. I mean, you can't find your way to come back.
Oh.
That's why it can be dangerous because it is 9 kilometers. It is said that it's 9 kilometers far from here. If you want to be first, you can try it.
Not today.
This way, please. To go down, they were closing the door by this sliding stone door, and this door couldn't be opened from outside because we are at the outside now. Lower side is the inside. So when they walk down, they would close the door because this stone door is about at least 300 kilometers. I'm sorry, 300 kilos, and also it's about 50 or 60 millimeter thick. You will see there. It can be closed from inside. It can be opened from inside. And also in the middle of the stone door, you will see a hole like this, and they were killing by arrows the enemies over there. Okay, you will see many of them over here.
Go. Okay, this is very low.
Stone door. Where is the stone door?
How are you doing? It's getting colder. Yes.
Hello.
Where is the stone door?
Where is it?
Oh, we passed it.
Nereye gidiyoruz?
I saw the signboard, but I didn't
Stone door. We passed some of them, but I'm going to show you again. You will see again also. But the Grand City is the fifth one. And before excavate any underground city, they excavated ventilation shaft. This is important. That's why we can see the deepest ventilation shaft in this underground city. It is about 70 or 80 meters. And you can see over here, if you look at down, you will see the ventilation shaft. And also, we will see the same ventilation shaft at the 8th floor. And also, if you look at the up, you will see the sky also. And they were controlling. The weather is, the time is night or day. They were controlling like this. Okay, this is ventilation shaft. We are at the 5th floor here again. If you look at there, we are going to walk this side.
Sure. Yep, Nurul.
Coming down, going straight. That's like another room.
Hmm?
It's another room.
Ni candle ni nampak.
Candle. Yeah, the place for candle.
Floor of the this underground city, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last one we can say. Also, we will see the 8th floor of the underground city, but there's a very small room, and except them, there is nothing left from that underground city. As I mentioned before, this underground city has 12 floors, but we can see only 8 floors of them. Yes. And what was here? What was in the 7th floor? There was a meeting place. There was a meeting room. And it is known that there was a meeting room over here. And there was a church. When you go there, turn left, you will see a very big room. And it is cruciform shaped. It's a church over there. But there is no any fresco. There is no any painting on that church here yet. And when you go that side, you will see a well. It's also 50 or 60 meters deep, and also they were supplying water from this well here, yes, because the water was very important. As I mentioned before, they would live here about 15 minutes, 10 minutes, but you can't live without water for 15 minutes. That's why the water was very important. But because of this region, because the weather is so dry in summer, That's why if you want to find out a water system, you have to dig so deep. That's why they did a deep well over here. So the name of the underground city comes from this deep well. Deep well means derin kuyu. Okay, and this is the over there, you can see easily. And before that, if you go this side, there's a tunnel again. You will see a very small room over there. And you can see the ventilation shaft. And you can see the sky. You can see the sky from that point. So after that, we are going to meet over here. You have 10 minutes. You get 10 minutes, you can go down, you can see the deep well, and you can see the church. 10-15 minutes, you are here, and we are going to go back.
Hold on. Coming down. Alright. So is it here again?
Church.
Huh?
This is church? Oh no, you can see the chamber. The ventilation shaft.
Oh, ventilation shaft again.
One of them is exit, and the other entrance. Okay. Good.
Let's
You
go.
can go slowly from here. Usually, the pregnant, they were living here. Why? Because they had a furnace over here, or oven. And they were keeping warm this place for pregnant and for VIP. Yes. And this is also not storage, not oven. This is a tunnel. It goes another section of the this underground city. And if you see this part, if you look at that, you will see another tunnel. It is for connection, for communication. Your guests, there was a
Hello.
connection tunnels between the levels. Okay, this is the fourth floor. And you can see some
living room.
storage over there.
So the whole area is
It's living, yes, for living.
Okay, it's very small.
Okay, this is the lowest part, lowest tunnel.
This is the lowest tunnel.
Lowest tunnel.
This is good news for you.
Oh, lowest tunnel.
Yes,
Ayo.
but pass the message to everyone.
Yep, this is the lowest tunnel.
Pass the message.
Okay. Ouch. Okay. Still low? Yes. This is testing your abs.
No, that's
What muscle? No, no.
your kaki, your thigh, your hamstring.
Oh, hamstring. Okay.
Come on, you don't have to go so fast, because we are not fast anyway. Oh, it's okay.
There you go.
Is this still part of the living area?
Most probably this is became to last floor again. But we are at a different place. This is the exit part of the city, and we went down from another place, from another site, dear guest. And again, this
Chimney.
place was also using for animals, like barn, like stable, and we have some missing, I think. Are they coming? Okay, when they come, I will give small, short information.
Sure.
Okay.
Generally, I think the old days, they store all that in one place, get it dried, and then boil it up.
No, no, it's not like that. So, we have visited this underground city, but we didn't see any toilet inside.
Yeah, you better tell,
anywhere.
because he needs to go.
Anywhere toilets inside, but at those times,
Can I use their
they were
toilet?
using huge potteries. Potteries. Of course, they were putting those potteries in this section at the first floor, because we are again at the first floor, dear guest. And then they were using also small potteries, and then they were bringing here small potteries, and they put them inside. And also they were using again leather to cover these huge potteries. And then after invasion, they were taking out from this exit. As I mentioned before, the first floor was used for animals. And if you look at this side, this place, you can understand it was easy to carry them inside or outside. Okay, this is the last floor again. So thank you very much for your attention. We have 5 minutes more. You can take pictures, and we are going to meet outside. Okay, so it's a good experience, I think, in your life as well. So from now on, we are going to drive half an hour more. And I didn't forget to tell you this after tour. I mean, we are going to see stone works. I mean, stone workshop, we can say, stone factory. But this is not like, I mean, maybe you have seen in other parts of Turkey, but this is a little bit different one. And you will see the stones over there. It's onyx. And also, beside onyx, there are lots of valuable stones over there as well. You know the andesite on this one, or blue turquoise stone like onyx, and also we have new one. The new one is not gold. Gold is, of course, we don't have gold in Turkey. We don't have diamond in Turkey. We import them from other countries as well. But we have unique stone in Turkey. Also, we have this stone only in Turkey. You don't have in your country this stone. It is new one. Maybe you didn't heard this name before. It is Sultanite stone. It is crystal. It's a kind of crystal stone, dear guest, and it is very different. Why? Because this stone can change its color 4 times. For example, it depends on the light, direction of the light. And then it changes its color. You will see in that workshop, dear guest. And also we are going to have an expert about that stone, and he will give more information about this. It is very unique one. Hopefully we are going to export that stone in the future to the other countries. But for now, we have only in Turkey you can find this kind of stone, dear guest. It is really unique, and it is very good stones in the Turkey. After that, we are going to visit one more place. It's the Pigeon Valley again. And we are going to stop at the beginning of the Pigeon Valley, and you will have good pictures over there as well. You will see all valley from that point. After this place, I'm going to drop you at your hotels, dear guest.
What is that mountain?
No, it's not mountain. It's a small hill. It's not mountain.
What hill is it?
I mean, there is no name. There are lots of hills like this everywhere.
It's just covered in white like that.
Yeah, it is, because it is higher than this level. You see down. If you look at the down, you can see the Pigeon Valley at the same place, and we can see the biggest ferry chimney in the region. Over there. It looks like a castle. Also, it was used as a castle during the Ottoman period, and it is called today as Uçhisar Castle, because the name of the place, the name of the town is Uçhisar, so it is called as Uçhisar Castle today, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned before, it is the biggest ferry chimney in the region, and we can see lots of caves over there. Those are some of them are for pigeons. Some of them are for storage. As I mentioned before, even today people are storing their foods in those storage, ladies and gentlemen, because it is good for food, especially tomato and potatoes, and grape, and some kind of food like in the area. And we can see the Göreme village over there, and we can see table-shaped mountain. Table Mountain is over there. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you free time for 5 minutes. If you want to taste, did you taste Turkish delight before?
Yes.
Turkish delight.
Yeah.
Did you taste? How? But you meet first time today with me. How did you taste Turkish delight before me?
Ah, we
I'm
tasted
joking.
it.
I will be there. Our bus is there, right in front of the building. If you are interested in Turkish delight or some Turkish tea, I will be there. Drink some tea. 5 minutes later, we will go from here to hotels. Okay? If you are interested, you can come there after
Okay.
pictures.
All right.
Rocks, yes, rocks and love and tube. Yes, these are all natural formations.
아니 언제 날씨가 따뜻해질까?
알 수 없어.
No, I mean, so I don't think so. I mean, maybe there is, but not like this large. I mean, this is very huge place. It is unique, we can say, in the world. 여기 고래.
See you, Mr. Bayram. Thank you.